Right. Students, page number 29, question number 8, homework. Okay. Page number 29, question number 8, homework. For the question number 8, write down here, look at the requirement of question number 8. My page number 29, na? Page number 29, question number 8, homework. Students, in this question, you need to calculate capital of the business. Okay, how to calculate capital of the business? Assets minus liabilities. Assets minus liabilities. Okay, then you can calculate. Capital of the business and prepare the capital account also. Okay, you need to prepare capital account as well. Okay, for the question number 8. Assets minus liabilities, then you can calculate capital of the business. Capital. Then transfer that amount to the capital account and prepare the cash book, ledger accounts, as well as for the question number 8 here write down, students. For the question number 8, you need to write down here third one, you need to prepare trial balance. First one, question number 8, first one, write up the cash book. Second one, write up the ledger accounts. Third one, write down, prepare the trial balance. Here, third one, write down, prepare the trial balance. For the question number 8. Okay, students, for the question number 8, you need to prepare the trial balance as well. Trial balance. Okay, trial balance. Right, then try to do question number 8 at home. Today we'll start petty cash book. Right. Right. Petty cash book in our tune, page number 31. And students, please quickly get the textbook. In your textbook, page number 103. In your textbook, page number 103, discuss petty cash book. Please get the textbook as well. Get the textbook. In your textbook, page number 103. In your textbook, page number 103. Petty cash book. Petty cash book. Right, we'll start. We'll start. Students, before starting petty cash book, can you go to page number 98? Page number 98 of your textbook. Go to page number 98. Ramai, quickly go to page number 98 of your textbook. Page number 98. Right. Students, In page number 98, we can see here page number 98 discuss something like this. Normally, in the cash book, we record all the cash receipts and all the cash receipts and cash payments. All the cash receipts and cash payments we record in the cash book. But in O level, we discuss checks received to the business organization. Received checks. Received checks we can record in the cash book. We can record in the cash book. If the business organization going to deposit received check at the same time in the bank account, then no need to record check receipt in the cash book. Directly in the bank account, you can record check receipt. Check. Directly we can record check receipt if the business organization deposit the check at the same time in the bank account. But some of the business organization deposits received check on a later day, on another day. Let's say this business organization received a check today. Then that received check, this business organization going to deposit in the bank. Today is Tuesday. Then this received check, the business organization is going to be deposited in the bank on Thursday. Check received today, but they're going to deposit that check in the bank on Thursday. Okay, now depositing that check on a later date. Then that check, at first we can record in the cash book. Until we deposit in the bank, account, we can record that check in the cash book. That check we can record in the cash book as a cash receipt. And then when we deposit in that check in the bank account on Thursday, then that check cash book credit, bank account debit. Okay, we are going to deposit the received check on Thursday. Then when we deposit in that check on the bank, in the bank account on Thursday, then cash book credit, bank account debit. Okay, normally check receipts we can't record in the cash book. But in O level, it discussed received check. If the business organization going to deposit on another day in our bank account, at first we can record in cash book according to grade 11, according to grade 10 textbook in Sri Lankan O level. Okay, right? Therefore, but actually we can't see that kind of transaction in a business organization. When check receipts, we can't record in the cash book. But in your textbook, they have given that kind of thing. Okay, ne? Right නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ තමයි යාලා directly cash book එකට debit කරලා පස්සේ තමයි bank account එකට deposit කරන්නේ. Okay ne? Right නේද? ළමයි you need to follow guidelines in the textbook. Okay, therefore in some of the questions examiner will tell you the received check they're going to deposit in the bank account on another day. Then that check receipt, at first you need to record in the cash book. Okay, that point is discussed in page number 98 of your textbook. That point is discussed in page number 98 of your textbook. Okay, go to page number 98. We will quickly look at that one. That point. ළමයි All right, can you read this note? Tisasna, can you read this note? Tisasna.
Okay, sir. The business receives cash as well as checks from the debtors. At the same time, checks may also be received from cashiers. If the checks are received are not banked on the same day, then they can be used as currency notes. Therefore, checks received should be recorded in the cash book similar to recording of receipts of cash. There will be discounts allowed when checks are received from debtors. These discounts are recorded in the discount allowed column of the cash book.
Okay, here, if the business organization, uh, not deposit that check uh, on the same day, okay, right? Not bank on the same day, then they can be used as currency note. Therefore, check received should be recorded in the cash book, similar to recording of receiving cash. Okay, right? Right. Lamai, uh, no need to highlight here. You can here you can put some star. Okay, please put some star mark here. Okay, no need to highlight it. Put some star mark. Okay, right, right. Now we will look at the petty cash. Look at the petty cash. Right. We'll discuss something regarding petty cash. Students, up to now we have discussed, right? Still we are discussing cash books in a business. Cash book. Some of the cash books. Okay, what are the primary books available in the business organization? Students, primary book, cash book, bank account, petty cash book, purchase journal, sales journal, general journal. These are the primary books that we need to discuss. Only we have discussed cash book. Students, bank account is 100% similar to cash book. Okay, we'll discuss later bank account. Okay, right. Today I will send you another tube to get the printout of that tube. In that tube, I have included bank account. And then next one is petty cash book. Next one is petty cash book. Today we'll discuss petty cash book. After completing petty cash book, we can discuss purchase journal, sales journal. Okay, within 1 day or 2 days, we can complete purchase journal, sales journal, general journal. Okay, right. Right. Today we'll discuss petty cash book. Students, in the cash book, we record cash transactions. In the bank account, we record transaction with the bank. In petty cash book, we record petty cash transaction. Okay, Lavai, petty cash transaction. Petty cash transaction means what? Petty cash transaction. Petty cash transaction means small cash payments in a business organization. We need to record in the cash book. We need to record in the petty cash book. Small cash transaction of the business organization. We need to record in the petty cash book. Students, we can't record all the small cash payments in the cash book. Okay, accountant of the business, main cashier of the business cannot record all the small cash payments in a business in cash book. Okay, therefore, actually, that is time wasting. That is time wasting. Therefore, in a business organization, there's a separate person. He's called petty cashier. Petty cashier. Then petty cashier is responsible. Petty cashier is responsible to maintain petty cash book as well as to record petty cash transaction. He handle petty cash system in the business organization. Petty cash system means small cash payments in a business organization handled by the petty cashier. Handled by the petty cashier. Petty cash means small cash payments. Main cash transactions in a business can be recorded in cash book and bank account. Can cash okay in the cash book and bank account. Then petty cash transaction, small cash payments we can record in the petty cash book. Am I maintaining petty cash book? Okay, it's not a theory. It's not a theory. Okay, in a practical business organization, in a real business organization, we can see separate person as a petty cashier. As a petty cashier, he's responsible to manage petty cash of the business organization. Small cash balance. Okay, small cash balance, petty cash. Students, cash book has dual functions. What are the dual functions of cash book? Cash book act as a ledger account. Cash book act as a ledger account as well as a primary book. Primary book. All the transaction of a business at first we need to record in a primary book. Okay, all the transaction of a business organization at first the business need to record in a primary book. Then the primary book used to record cash transactions is cash book. Okay, cash transactions at first we need to record in the cash book. Then therefore cash book is a primary book. Therefore cash book is a primary book. As well as cash book is a ledger account. In a cash book we can see two sides, debit side and credit side. In a cash book there are two sides, debit side and credit side. Therefore cash book acts as a ledger account. Cash book acts as a ledger account. Insurance, the same theory applicable for a bank account also. Bank account acts as a primary book. Bank account acts as a primary book. Transactions conducted with the bank, at first we record in the bank account. Okay, at first we record in the bank account. And then in a bank account, there are two sides, debit side and credit side. Therefore, bank account acts as a ledger account. Act as a ledger account. Cash book is a primary book as well as a ledger account. Bank account is a primary book as well as a ledger account. Petty cash book, petty cash book also a primary book. Petty cash book also a primary book as well as a ledger account. In petty cash book, there are two sides, debit side and credit side. There are two sides, debit side and credit side. Therefore, petty cash book also acts as a ledger account. Now, these dual functions are applicable to cash book, bank account, and petty cash book. Don't forget. Don't forget. Okay? These dual functions are applicable for cash book, bank account, and petty cash book. Dual functions. Then what are the dual functions of petty cash book? Acting as a primary book, acting as a ledger account. Students, what are the dual functions of bank account? Acting as a primary book, acting as a ledger account. Okay, then in the cash account, cash book, acting as a primary book, acting as a ledger. Is it clear? Inuki, is it clear, Inuki?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they will be clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Hasid. Okay, the Hasid. Clear, right? Isra, clear, Isra. With me, is it clear with me? With me, clear or not with me? With me, can you hear me with me? With me, let's say. With me, busy. Melody. Can you hear me, Melody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right, now we will discuss petty cash book. Petty cash book. Right, now petty cash book. In a business organization, we can see in a business organization, we can see one of the person, he's called main cashier. Main cashier. Now he's called main cashier. Main cashier. In a business, we can see one of the person, he's called main cashier. Main cashier. Actually, he's the accountant of the business, accountant, not the main cashier. Now, according to theory, he is the main cashier. but practically he is called accountant of the business. Okay, yeah? Someday you can work in a business organization, but in that business, you can't see a separate person calling main cashier. You can't find out a main cashier in business. Okay, he is the accountant of the business. Accountant of the business. Accountant maintain cash book and bank account. In the cash account, we record main cash flows and main cash inflows and main cash outflows. In the bank account, we record main cash inflows as well as main cash outflows. Check, okay, the check transactions we record in the bank account. Okay, and then in a business we can see separate person. He is called petty cashier. Petty cashier. Now that is practical. In a business we can see a petty cashier. A separate person. He is called petty cashier. And then main cashier provide some specific amount to the petty cashier. Some specific amount to the petty cashier to spend to pay for petty cash expenses. To pay for petty cash expenses. Let's say 10,000. Let's say 10,000. Okay, yeah. Main cashier gave 10,000 to petty cashier. 10,000 to petty cashier. For a week. Here, main cashier paid 10,000 to petty cashier. Provided 10,000 to petty cashier to spend this 10,000 during a specific period. Let's say 1 week. Let's say a week. Okay, to spend this 10,000 within a week, main cashier paid 10,000 to petty cashier. 10,000 to petty cashier. Okay, then within a week, all the petty cash expenses of the business organization need to be settled by the petty cashier using this 10,000. What are the petty cash expenses? Postal expenses, purchase of stamp, traveling expenses, three-wheel charges. Okay, three-wheel charges, small cash payments, purchase of stationery item, pen, pencil. Okay, that kind of small cash payments. Need to be managed by petty cashier of the business. Therefore, main cashier paid 10,000 to petty cashier. Accountant of the business paid 10,000 to petty cashier. Using this 10,000, petty cashier need to manage petty cash expenses of the week. Let's say week. Okay, sometimes petty cash expenses maybe for a day, for a week, or for a month, maybe. Okay, that is depend on the business organization. 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, sometimes maybe 1 million. Sometimes maybe 1 million petty cash. Okay, paid amount by the main cashier to the petty cashier. Sometimes maybe 1 million. Petty cash amount depend on the nature of the business, size of the business. Then here main cashier paid 10,000 to petty cashier. Let's say students, let's say in the first week, petty cashier. In the first week, let's say in the first week, total petty cash expenses, let's say 8,500. Let's say total petty cash expenses 8,500. Then end of the first week, remaining cash balance with the petty cashier, how much? Remaining cash balance how much? Students, 1,500. End of the first week, remaining cash balance with the petty cashier, how much? 1,500. Remaining cash balance. Cash in hand with the petty cashier, 1,500. And then insurance. When you start in the second week, main cashier pay another 8,500 to petty cashier. Main cashier pay another 8,500 to petty cashier. Now, balance available with petty cashier how much? Again, 10,000 at the beginning of second week. At the beginning of second week, balance available with petty cashier of how much? 10,000. Main cashier paid 8,500 to petty cashier. Let's say in the second week, let's say total expense for petty cash expenses, let's say 9,000. Total petty cash expenses 9,000. End of the second week. Then remaining cash balance with the petty cashier of how much? 1,000. Remaining cash balance with the petty cashier how much? 1,000. 1,000. Then again, when you start in the third week, main cashier pay, third week. Start in third week, main cashier pay again 9,000 to petty cashier, 9,000. Now balance available with him increased to 10,000 at the beginning of third week. At the beginning of third week, okay, now balance available with petty cashier again increased to 10,000. Again increased to 10,000. Let's say, end of the third week, let's say total expenses. Let's say total expenses 7,500. Total petty cash expenses, let's say 7,500. Then balance available with petty cashier of how much? 2,500. Then when starting fourth week, again main cashier pay 7,500 to petty cashier. 7,500 petty cashier. Now balance available with petty cashier of how much? 10,000. 10,000. Now this is how a petty cash system is implementing in the business organization. Okay, main cashier provide a specific amount of petty cashier, and then we spend that amount within the given time period. Within the given time period. यार दीप amount का यार दिला तेरा time period लेके दिया है कि वेदा कर. मैं दिला मैं total यार की वेदा 8,500. Remaining cash balance then here 8,500. And again, main cashier paid him 8,500. Now balance available with petty cashier increased to 10,000. Okay, right. This is how a petty cash system in a business organization implementing. Okay, implementing by the petty cashier. Petty cashier. Okay, students. Here, in first week, petty cash. Okay, cash paid by the main cashier. Accountant to the petty cashier. How much? 10,000. 10,000. Total expense in the first week. How much? 8,500. Then after completing this week, let's say in this business organization, let's say Nehara is the petty cashier. Nehara is the petty cashier. Nehara. Then after completing first week, okay, now total expenses how much? 8,500. Remaining cash balance how much? 1,500. Then end of the first week, relevant bills, petty cash payment vouchers relevant to this 8,500, need to submit. You need to submit these bills, petty cash payment vouchers to main cashier. Petty cash payment vouchers. Actually, those are petty cash payment vouchers. Then petty cash payment vouchers related to this 8,500 need to hand over to the accountant by Nehara. And let's say in this business organization, Pavitran is the accountant. Let's say in this business, Pavitran is accountant. Then Nehara need to hand over petty cash payment voucher related to this 8,500 to Pavitran. He's the accountant. Then Pavitran check all the petty cash payment voucher. He did approve. He did approve all the petty cash payment vouchers. After approving all the petty cash payment vouchers, after checking all the petty cash payment voucher, he paid another 8,500 to Nehara, petty cashier. Nehara. And then balance available with Nehara increased to 10,000. 10,000. Then end of the second week also same. Nehara need to hand over petty cash payment vouchers again to Pavitra. Then Pavitra check all the petty cash payment voucher. After checking all the petty cash payment vouchers, he paid 9,000 to Nehara. 9,000 Nehara. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Sir, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. Tanvi, is it clear, Tanvi?
Yes.
Yes. Venuja, clear, Venuja?
Yes.
Then what about Sarah? Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Right. Rushda, is it clear, Rushda?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sakidu, clear, Sakidu. Sakidu, is it clear, Sakidu? Right, okay. Now, here, in this business organization, main cashier paid a specific amount to petty cashier. Petty cashier. Okay? A specific amount to petty cashier. Now, that amount is 10,000. 10,000. Here, at first, main cashier paid 10,000 to petty cashier. Main cashier think that the required cash, the required amount for petty cash expenses for the week is 10,000. Main cashier think for this week required amount for petty cash expenses is how much? 10,000. He think that required amount is 10,000. Therefore, main cashier try to increase balance available with petty cashier up to 10,000. Okay, yeah. Pavitra know that the petty cashier Nihara required 10,000 for petty cash expenses. That required amount for petty cash expense for the week, for the specific period. The required amount is called petty cash impressed. Alright, that is called petty cash impressed. Petty cash impressed. Required amount here 10,000 now. Required amount for the petty cash expense in the second week, how much? 10,000. That required amount for the specific period is called petty cash impressed. Petty cash impressed. Petty cash impressed. Here also 10,000 petty cash impressed. Now, another name for this petty cash impressed is petty cash float. Petty cash float. Another name, petty cash float. Okay, practically in a business organization, which is called petty cash float. Petty cash float. Petty cash float. Okay, but theoretically, that is called petty cash impressed. Petty cash impressed. Therefore, in exam, you can't use petty cash float. Okay, here, petty cash impressed is the technical term. But you need to know. Okay, another name for petty cash impressed is what? Petty cash float. Petty cash float. In a provincial paper, we can see petty cash float. That name we can see in a yes, in a provincial paper. Otherwise, that is called petty cash interest. Required amount is petty cash interest. Let's say for example, let's say Inuki need, Inuki need 500 rupees per day. Let's say Inuki need 500 rupees per day. Okay, which is going school. Okay, 500 rupees per day. Okay, for travel expenses as well as food expenses. The required amount to Inuki is how much? Then that is called petty cash interest. That is called petty cash interest. And let's say end of Monday, let's say total expenses of Inuki is 400. Remaining cash balance is 100. Remaining cash balance is 100. Then on Tuesday morning, Inuki's mother asked how much the remaining cash balance from the amount that I gave you yesterday. Then the remaining cash balance is how much? Okay, now Inuki's mothers will ask from her regarding the remaining balance. Then remaining balance how much? 100. Either Inukiට daily අම්මා දෙනවා 500 දෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ 500 කියන්නේ 500 දුන්නා පස්සේ ඔයාගේ total expense එක 400. Remaining cash balance 100. ඊට පස්සේ Inukiගේ අම්මා Tuesday morning අහනවා remaining balance එක කීයද? 100 rupees. 100 rupees. Okay, then again Inuki's mother will repay another 400 to Inuki. Another 400 to Inuki. Then again that required amount for the Tuesday expenses increased to 500. 500. Now the required amount for petty cash expenses is called petty cash interest. Here, main cashier prepaid some amount equal to last week expense. Here, main cashier repaid to petty cashier some amount equal to last day expense. Last day expense. Then this repayment is called petty cash reimbursement. Reimbursement. That is called petty cash reimbursement. Reimbursement. He also, main cashier paid 9,000 to petty cashier Nehara. Pavitran paid 9,000 to Nehara. 9,000 Nehara. Then this is called petty cash reimbursement. Reimbursement is repayment. Reimbursement. He also, main cashier paid 7,500 to Nehara. That is called petty cash repayment. Reimbursement. Okay, that required amount for a specific period is called petty cash interest. And repaying some amount equal to the last period expense is called petty cash reimbursement. Petty cash reimbursement. Okay, petty cash reimbursement. Insurance here main cashier reimbursed 9,000 to petty cashier. Pavitran paid 9,000 to petty cashier. Pavitran paid 9,000 to Nehara. If Pavitran wants to increase this petty cash balance by another 5,000, he can pay 9,000 plus another 5,000. Sometimes Pavitran, accountant of the business organization, may think that for the coming week, required petty cash amount should increase to 15,000. 15,000. Then here, some amount equal to last period expense is 9,000. Then Pavitra need to repay 9,000. And if he wants to increase the petty cash amount to 15,000, he need to pay another 5,000 to Nehal. He need to pay 9,000 plus 5,000. He will pay total how much? 14,000 to Nehara. If he paid 14,000 to Nehara, petty cash amount will increase to 15,000. Petty cash amount will increase to 15,000. Okay, is it clear? Students, do you have any doubt regarding my discussion? Is there any doubt? Isra, is it clear, Isra?
Yes, sir.
Clear, right. This is not clear, this is not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tarun, is it clear, Tarun?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, right. Now I go to page 103 of your textbook. Go to page 103. Right, then here, at first we'll read these notes and then we'll go to the questions. Right, students, Devmi. Devmi, read this note, Devmi.
Out of the payments made by a business, some of the payments are of small in amount and would occur frequently.
Small amounts as well as would occur frequently, time to time, time to time. Then, Devmi, what are the examples, Devmi?
Payment of cleaning expenses of rupees 150, payment of postal charges of rupees 60.
All right. Small cash payments in a business organization. Right. And then,
Accordingly,
Postal charges, cleaning expenses, entertainment expenses, and stationery expenses are some examples for the day-to-day expenses of small values.
some of the small cash payments. What are the small cash payments? Insurance, postal expenses, training expenses, travel expenses, entertainment expenses, stationery expenses. Okay, there may be different type of small cash payments in a business organization. Right. Right. Next para. Isra. Read this note, Isra.
The petty cash book is the primary book in which the payments of cash with small values that occur frequently are recorded. Petty cash book also functions as a ledger account. Therefore, it also has a dual role like cash book.
And then here, students, please highlight this one. Please highlight this one. Petty cash book is a primary book in which the payments of cash with small values that occur frequently are recorded. Please highlight this one. Please highlight this one. Please highlight. Please highlight. Hello? Again. Hello? Hello? Oh. Right, now please highlight this one. Now this point, please highlight. Right. And then, students, quickly go to this topic. In front of this topic, please write down. Students, in front of this topic, put 2 arrows. Please put 2 arrows and then write down. Okay, in front of cash book topic, in front of the write down. Okay, write down like this, petty cash book. Come here, petty cash book, and then write down ledger account, primary book. Okay, in front of that topic, write down ledger account and then primary book. Ledger account and then primary book. Okay, that clear, that clear. Fine. And then and then memory. Menuri, read this para, Menuri. Menuri, read this para,
The
Menuri.
responsibility of maintaining a petty cash book is assigned to the petty cashier, who is under the main cashier. A voucher has to be prepared for each and every petty cash payment. It is known as petty cash voucher. It is the source document for payments to be recorded in the petty cash book.
Alright, then here, students, when you're recording a transaction in petty cash book, at first you need to prepare a petty cash voucher. Petty cash voucher, petty cash payment voucher. Then that is a source document. Please highlight this one. Please highlight petty cash voucher. That is a source document related to petty cash payments. Petty cash payments. Okay, right. Then students, let's say, okay, now, in our example, Nehara is a petty cashier. Nehara is a petty cashier. Nehara. Let's say Nehara is a petty cashier. Let's say Nehara paid. Nehara paid. Nehara paid. Let's say Nehara paid 200 rupees. 200 rupees for traveling expenses. 200 rupees for travel expenses of Hasid. Hasid, one of the employee of the business. Hasid, one of the employee of this business organization. Therefore, for some of the travel expenses, Nehara paid 200 to Hasid. Nehara paid 200 to Hasid. Okay, there Hasid traveled from Nugegoda to Peta. Hasid traveled from Nugegoda to Peta. Then therefore, Nehara need to pay 200 to Hasid. Hasid, one of the employee of the business. Then, when paying this 200 to Hasid, Nehara need to prepare petty cash payment voucher. Petty cash voucher. And then, on this petty cash voucher, Nehara need to mention pay 200 to Hasid. Pay 200 to Hasid for travel expenses. Likewise, Nehara need to mention reason for the cash payment to Hasid. Nehara need to mention reason for the cash payment to Hasid. Okay, reason for the cash payment to Hasid. And if Hasid received a bill, bus ticket, let's say if Hasid received a bus ticket, Hasid will hand over that bus ticket to Nehara. Bus ticket. Sometimes Hasid can get bus ticket. Okay, then if Hasid got a bus ticket, he can provide that bus ticket to Nehara. Okay, fine. Then Nehara need to prepare this petty cash payment, and then here students, Nehara need to put a signature. Nehara is a preparer of this petty cash voucher. Okay, Nehara prepare this petty cash payment voucher. Therefore, Nehara need to put her signature on this petty cash payment voucher. As well as here, Hasid received 200 from Nehara. Then Hasid also need to put his signature. After getting 200 from Nehara, Hasid need to put his signature on this payment voucher. Okay, on this payment voucher. Right, in a business, petty cash payment voucher, the format of the petty cash payment voucher will differ, okay, from business to business. It is different from business to business organization. There is no specific structure for the petty cash payment voucher. That is dependent on the business organization and their nature. Okay, right. Right. Menuri, right. Then Nadilya. Nadilya, read this para. Nadilya?
The purpose of carrying the petty cash payments is the control. A specific amount of cash is given to the petty cashier by the main cashier to make petty cash payments, which is known as the petty cash interest. It is the duty of the petty cashier to make petty cash payments out of this petty cash interest as well as and to maintain the petty cash book.
Right. You need to manage petty cash payments as well as you need to maintain petty cash book. You need to maintain petty cash book. Students, you need to highlight this one. Please highlight this one. Please highlight this one. A specific amount of cash given to petty cashier by the main cashier to make petty cash payments is known as petty cash interest. Is known as petty cash interest. If a transaction recording the trial balance is wrong, we lower the marks here. No. No, this has not. Allocated marks only for that transaction, you will lose. Otherwise, not able to hold marks. Right. Then here, specific amount of cash given to the petty cashier by the main cashier to make petty cash payments is known as petty cash. Clear? Is it clear? Right. Right. So what if the petty cash is not enough? Then main cashier will repay required amount to the petty cashier again. Okay, Manuri? Okay, already I told you right now. Pavitran paid right now the remaining cash balance is Nihara 1,000. Last month expense is 9,000. Then Pavitran will pay 9,000 to petty cashier. If this amount is not enough, main cashier will again repay some amount to petty cashier. Let's say here Pavitran need to increase the petty cash amount to 15,000. Then he will pay another 5,000. 9,000 and 5,000. 40,000 will be paid to the petty cashier. Okay. If this balance is also not enough, again main cashier will repay some amount to petty cashier. Okay, required amount will be prepaid by the main cashier to petty cashier. No need to worry about that. He will pay that amount.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, right. Good question. Now, Melody. Okay, good question, Melody. Right. Reimbursement of petty. Reimbursement means what? Actually, my reimbursement means it is not a big term. Repayment. Okay, no need to bother about this word. Students, reimbursement means repayment. Repayment. The technical term for repayment is called reimbursement. Reimbursement. Okay, technical term is reimbursement. Okay, right. Right. Nihara. Nihara. Read this para Nihara. Nihara. Read this para Nihara. Nihara silent. Nihara full silent. Nihara. Nihara, can you hear me, Nihara? Pavitran. Pavitran, can you read this note? Pavitran.
The petty cashier has to request again cash from the main cashier before the petty cash interest is over. The petty cashier should be given the amount equivalent to the amount and of payments made at the time, and with the interest will be reimbursed. This is known as reimbursement of the petty cash interest.
Yes, right. Now here, petty cashier has to request again cash from the main cashier before the petty cash interest is over. Before the petty cash interest is over, petty cashier need to request money from the main cashier. After providing petty cash payment vouchers to, after presenting petty cash payment vouchers to main cashier, he need to get cash from the main cashier. The petty cashier should be given the amount equivalent to the amount of payment made at that time, and with that interest will be reimbursed some amount equal to the last period expense will be repaid by the main cashier to the petty cashier. Or sometimes that some amount equivalent to the last period amount and another excess amount may be repaid by the main cashier to the petty cashier. Okay, based on the required. Okay, depending on the situation, main cashier will pay required amount to the petty cashier. If Pavitran want to increase the petty cash amount available with Nehara, Pavitran will pay another excess amount to Nehara. Okay, right. Payment made at that time, and with that interest will be reimbursed. Lamai, please highlight this sentence. Please highlight this one. Please highlight this one. Okay, right. Right, Lamai, now we'll go to page number 105. Before going to page number 105, we will do a question. And but before that, we will take a break. After having a break, we will right. Lamai, now we will at first we will discuss how to create the petty cash book. We'll discuss how to create the petty cash book. Right. And Lamai, already we discussed petty cash book has dual functions. Okay, students. Petty cash book has a dual function. Acting as ledger account, acting as a primary book. But then petty cash book is also a ledger account. Petty cash book is also a ledger account. Ledger account. Then here, ledger account. Okay, right. Then insurance. Right. This is a basic structure of the petty cash book. T account. Petty cash book. Petty cash book. T account. Debit side and credit side. Okay, in the petty cash book, debit side and credit side. Debit side and credit side. Now, in the cash book, debit side, we record cash receipt, cash inflows. Okay, then in the cash book also, cash inflows, we need to record in the debit side. We need to record in the debit side. Cash inflows, cash inflows, cash receipt, cash receipt. Then here, in the debit side, here we can record receipt. Receipt. Cash receipt from the main cashier. Cash receipt from the main cashier. Main cash book credit, petty cash book debit. Petty cash book debit. Cash book credit, petty cash book debit. Petty cash book debit. Okay, petty cash book debit. And then insurance, here we need to draw a separate line to record ledger folio, ledger page number of the cash book. In the LF line, we record, in the LF line, LFO LP. LFO LP. In this column, we record opposite account page number. Here, this is a petty cash book. This is a petty cash book. Then main cashier paid 10,000 to petty cashier. Then let's say main cash book of the business organization is available in the ledger. In that ledger, page number is page number 5. Okay, main cash book of the business is available in the page number 5. Main cash. Then that page number 5, you need to record in LF line. Page number 5. Okay, the LF. In the LF line, LF column, you need to record page number of the opposite account. Page number of the opposite account. Okay, right. And then students, in a petty cash book, here we need to draw a date column. Now, this date column applicable for the debit side and credit side. We can use this date column for the debit side as well as for the credit side. Date column is common for the both sides. Common. Cash receipts, received date, we record in the date line. Date column. Cash payments also we record in the date column. It means the date of cash receipt we record in this line. The cash paid date we record in this line. Date column applicable for the cash receipt as well as for cash payments. And then description column. Description column also same. Description column also same. Here students, description column common for receipt as well as for cash payment. Okay, for the cash inflows, this description column is applicable. For the cash payments also, this description column is applicable. In a business organization, petty cashier does not receive cash time to time. Petty cashier receive specific amount from the main cashier on a specific date. Okay, on a specific date. Okay, there are no any frequent cash flows to petty cashier. Frequent cash flows. Continuous cash flows. Continuous cash flows. इवागे देवल ने petty cashier. On a specific date, main cashier pays some amount to the petty cashier. But in cash book, in a cash book, there are so many cash receipts as well as cash payments. So many receipts, so many payments. But petty cashier receives specific amount for a specific period. Therefore, no need to allocate space for the date to record date and to record description in the debit side. Allocating space to record, allocating space in the debit side for date and description is useless. That is why in the petty cash book we use date column and description column for both sides. For both sides. Otherwise, allocating separate space in the receipt side is useless. Okay, fine. Then in the business petty cash book, in the business petty cash book, date line and description line we can use for the both side, for the debit side as well as for the credit side. Very clear. And then insurance here, will you pay some amount to some person? Here in this business, Nehara is a petty cashier. Nehara prepare payment vouchers. Nehara prepare payment vouchers. In each payment voucher has a serial number. Serial number. That number is voucher number, payment voucher number. Petty cash payment voucher number. Okay, in each petty cash payment voucher has a serial number. The serial number is petty cash payment voucher number. Then here, after paying that, okay, here, after paying, Nehara need to prepare payment voucher. In the payment voucher, there's a number. That number is petty cash payment voucher number. Then voucher number you need to mention here. Voucher number. Petty cash payment voucher number. Voucher number you need to mention here. Okay, students, here. Debit side receipt, LF, and then date. Data description. Date line and description line come on to debit side as well as on the credit side. And then here you will write down voucher number, petty cash payment voucher number. And then here you can write down, students. Here you can write down total petty cash payments, total amount of the petty cash payment. Here amount of payments. Here you can write down amount of payments. Amount of payments. Total paid amount you need to record in this slide. Total paid amount. And after that, in this line, you need to analyze petty cash payments. These petty cash payments you have spent for different requirements. Now, this petty cash paid amount you need to analyze here. Therefore, here you need to go analysis column. Analysis column. Now, this petty cash paid amount you need to analyze. Let's say postal expenses. Let's say and then traveling expenses. And then another one we write down stationery expenses. Stationery expenses. Likewise, you need to categorize these petty cash payments. Students, normally we categorize petty cash payments basically into three in O-level. Basically into three. And after that, we allocate separate column to write down sundry expenses. Sundry. Now, what do you have? Sundry expenses. Sundry means different type of small petty cash payments we record in sundry expenses. Okay, if you can't categorize a petty cash payment into postal, traveling, or stationery. Okay, sometimes it may be postal, traveling, entertainment. If you can't categorize into these headings, these headings will differ from business to business. Okay, but if you can't categorize petty cash payments into these headings, all the petty cash expenses will record under sundry expenses, sundry or miscellaneous expenses. Okay, now let's say you paid 100 rupees to someone else. Okay, now you paid 100 rupees to a beggar. Then that paid amount you need to record in sundry expense line, sundry expenses. And then insurance through this petty cash expenses, through this petty cash amount, sometimes insurance, sometimes Nehara may pay some amount for some specific reason. That reason is, let's say Nehara paid some amount using this petty cash amount for a specific payment. Okay, now for a specific requirement, and we have a separate account for that cash payment. Let's say Nehara paid some amount from this petty cash amount, and then for that payment we have a separate ledger account. Let's say Nehara paid 1,000 rupees. Nehara paid 1,000 rupees to a creditor. Let's say Nimal, one of the creditor. To a creditor, Nehara paid 1,000 rupees. Then to this Nimal creditor, you have a separate account. Nimal, one of the creditor, to that creditor, we have a separate ledger account. For that creditor, we have a separate ledger account. Then this paid amount to Nimal, we need to record in another column. Okay, this paid amount to Nimal, we need to record in another column. Then that column is other ledger account. Other ledger account. Other ledger account. Other ledger account to other ledger. Okay, other ledger account to other ledger. Okay, right now, if you can't categorize a petty cash payments, petty cash expense for a okay, yeah, if you can't categorize petty cash payments to a separate heading, those petty cash payments we need to record in sundry expense line. But sometimes Nehara may pay for a specific requirement, for a specific purpose, using this petty cash amount. Then paid amount for that specific reason beyond the petty cash. Okay, beyond the petty cash payment. Here in the business organization, Nehara's responsibility is to pay petty cash expenses. But because of some reason, using this petty cash amount, Nehara has to pay 1,000 rupees to a creditor. Beyond her responsibility. Nehara paid some amount to a creditor. Then that paid amount to creditor, you need to record in a separate account, a separate line, other ledger account, or other ledger. And Nimal has a separate account in this business. Another one, let's say carriage inward expenses. Carriage inward expenses means when you purchase stocks to the business organization, stocks to the business organization, inventory to the business organization, this stock transportation cost to the business. This stock transportation cost to the business. Okay, that is called carriage inward. Carriage inward. Carriage inward expense. Carriage inward expense. Transportation cost. Carriage inward. So carriage inward also business has a separate ledger account. That is not a petty cash payment. We have a separate account. Payment for a specific reason. Then carriage inward expense also you need to record in this other ledger. Let's say 500, 500. We have a separate account for carriage inward. Okay, main cashier paid this 10,000 to Nehara to pay petty cash expenses. But using this petty cash expense, Nehara has to pay for some carriage inward expenses. Then as well as for that carriage inward, we have a separate account. Then that carriage inward also we can record in separate line. Okay, other ledger. Okay, right. Then insurance. Normally in petty cash. Okay, normally in petty cash book, we use 5 columns. We use 5 columns to categorize petty cash payment. 5 columns. Okay, normally we use 5 columns. These headings will be different from business to business. Okay, most probably examiner will provide you headings of the analysis column. In exam, examiner will ask you to draw analysis column. Okay, using different headings. Let's say traveling, entertainment, cleaning, sundry, and other ledger. Likewise, he will provide you how to classify this petty cash assessment. Okay, then following examiner's guidelines, instructions, you need to categorize petty cash payments. Petty cash payments. Okay, right. And then students, these other ledger accounts are available in some page in our ledger. Let's say Nimal's account is available in page number 81. Page number 81 in our ledger book. In our ledger. Okay, now if this book is a ledger. Okay, if this book is a ledger of the business organization, in this book I have included all the ledger accounts. Then if Nimal's ledger account is available in page number 81, then you need to write down page number of the opposite ledger account. Page number of the Nimal ledger account here. Let's say 95. Here 95. If carriage inward account is available in page number 41, you need to write down 41 here. LF, OLP, ledger page, or ledger folio. Okay, right. Then students, this is the format of petty cash book. Again, I can't explain this format. Right, students, this is the cash. Okay, petty cash book has 2 sides. Debit side and credit side. This LF line applicable for the debit side, for the cash receipts, and then date column and description column applicable for both sides, for the debit side as well as for the credit side. Cash receipt date you can write down here, and then opposite account name you can write down here. Okay, name of the opposite ledger account. Okay, then basically here name of the opposite ledger account is cash book. You need to write down here cash book, date and received amount. And then petty cash voucher number, you need to mention here. Petty cash voucher number. And then payments. Okay, total petty cash payments you need to mention here. Total paid amounts. Okay, total petty cash payments you need to mention here. And then these petty cash payments you need to analyze. How to analyze? Using the instructions given by the examiner, you need to analyze these petty cash payments. Here I have categorized it as postal, traveling, stationery, and then sundry. Small petty cash expenses. If we can't categorize into postal, traveling, stationery, or some item, we can record in sundry line, sundry or miscellaneous expenses, sundry expenses or miscellaneous expenses, and then other ledger account. Other ledger account means if we have a separate account for some cash payment, okay, then in the other ledger account line, you need to write down that cash payment. And then this LF line applicable for this other ledger account line. Okay, name of the page number of the Nimal account, you need to write down here. Page number of the carriage inward account, you need to mention. Okay, right. Now, that is the idea of petty cash book. Right. Venuja, is it clear, Venuja?
Yes, sir.
Tisasna, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tarun, is it clear, Tarun?
Yes, sir.
Right. Sakilu, clear, Sakilu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Lamai, shall I go to page number 31 of your tute? Lamai, before going to this one, I think today we can't do this question because of time limitation. Next day we'll do this question. Okay, next day we'll discuss at least two or three petty cash book questions. Okay, right. Then we'll discuss next day. Can you go to page number 105 of your textbook? Go to page number 105 of your textbook. 105. Right, Lamai, go to page number 105. Yeah, preparation of petty cash book. Right. Yeah. Pahasara. Read this note, Pahasara. Pahasara, read this note, Pahasara. Pahasara. Yes. Right. Right, come on. Rusda. Rusa, read this note, Rusda.
Different columns are maintained to record similar types of payments so that the payments can be posted to ledger easily. These columns are known as analysis columns.
different columns are maintained to record similar type of payments. Lamai, expenses related to postal expenses, we record in the postal account. Expenses related to traveling, we can record in traveling line. Okay, similar type of payments we record in we record under common category. Right? Similar type of cash flows we record under common category. Purchase of stamp, postal expense. Purchase of envelope, postal expenses. Register post fee, postal expenses. Likewise, similar type of cash payments we record under common category, postal. Traveling, bus fare, we record under traveling. FIFO charges, we record under traveling. Fuel expenses, we record under traveling. Purchases of pen, we record under stationery. Purchase of books, we record under stationery. Okay. Purchase of bill books, we record under stationery. Similar type of transaction we categorize under common category. And small donation of a business, we record under sundry expenses. Sundry expenses. Small donation to some person, we record under sundry expense. Okay, right. Right. Sakil, read this note, Sakilu. Sakilu.
Stamp charges, postal charges, purchases of envelopes, and other similar types of expenses could be identified and recorded in the analysis column named as postal charges.
Example, stamp charges, postal charges, purchase of envelope, and other similar type of expenses could be identified and recorded under postal charges. Under postal charges. Okay, right, right. Next para. Next para, read next para. Sarah. Sarah, read this para, Sarah.
Yes, sir. If any petty cash payments cannot be entered in any of the analysis columns, a separate column known as the sundry expense column could be drawn for such payments.
And then?
Any other expenses which cannot be included in any of the analysis columns but need to be separately posted to the relevant ledger accounts are recorded in the column named as other ledger account column.
If any petty cash payments cannot be entered in any other analysis column, a separate column known as sundry expenses column could be drawn for such payments. Okay, if we can't categorize into one category, that item we record under sundry expenses column. Sundry expenses or miscellaneous, sundry or miscellaneous. Any other expenses which cannot be included in any of the analysis column, but need to be separately posted to relevant ledger account, are recorded in column named as other ledger account column. It means for those expenses we have a separate line, we have a separate ledger account. We have a separate ledger account. Okay, we have a separate ledger. I did here cash paid to creditors, purchase of assets of small value, carriage inward. Carriage inward. Some of the examples, some of the items that we record in other ledger line. Other ledger line. Here you can see the structure of the petty cash book. Lamai, don't cram this petty cash book. Don't cram this structure. I gave you the logical idea. Okay, and here receipt means debit side, debit column, debit, and then these are the Lamai. This is the credit side of the petty cash book. Okay, then date and description column. These columns are applicable to receipt as well as payments. Then these payments we can categorize. Here they have been stationery, postage, traveling, sundry, and other ledger account. And then here LF. Okay. This is the structure of the petty cash book. Don't cram. If you have time, please watch this video again in this week. If you have time, please watch this video again before next Tuesday. Okay, before coming to next day class. Okay, then you can refresh your knowledge. I don't care. Right, and then here you need to highlight here. Read this not. Sarah Setum. Read this not Setum.
Like the cash book, the petty cash book also performs a dual function. Accordingly, both functions of a prime entry book and a ledger account is fulfilled by the petty cash book.
Lamai, please highlight. Both the functions of the primary book and ledger account is fulfilled by the petty cash book. Please highlight. Okay, right. Right. Quickly, we will look at these two paragraphs and then we will finish the class for the day. Right. Here, quickly read first line. Thanmi. Read this first para.
As the receipt of petty cash interest and the payment of petty cash payments are first recorded in the petty cash book, it performs the task of a book of prime entry.
At first we need to record the petty cash payments in the petty cash book. Therefore, that petty cash book acts as a primary book. Okay, and then second para, Tarun, second para, Tarun.
Petty cash book also has both debit and credit sides, and its entries are recorded according to the principle of double entry for assets. Therefore, it performs the function of a ledger account.
Ledger, acting as a ledger account. It has two sides. We can debit and we can credit. Therefore, it functions as a ledger account. Okay, right. And then we will discuss these things next day. No need to plan these things, huh? Okay, we will discuss these things next day. Right, then students, we list for the day. We list for the day. Next day we will discuss one or two questions related to petty cash of the business organization, and then please complete homework. I gave you a homework in page number 29, question number 8 homework. Try to do that question number 8 at home. Okay, then send me answers. Okay, for the question number 8, you need to prepare page number 29. For the question number 8, you need to prepare trial balance cash fail. Okay, and after that, no need to discuss cash book. Okay, right. Next we will discuss petty cash book, and then I will send you next tube. Workpack 5. Please get the printout of workpack 5. Now I will send you workpack 5. Right. We will stop for the day. Okay, right. Good night.
Night, sir.
Thank you,
Good night.
Question again.